if I were to ask you, what was your favorite console of all time? Would you say Nintendo 64? Would you say Game Boy Advance? Would you say PlayStation 1? Well, if you said PlayStation 1, well then today's your lucky day. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to need is the AltStore, and this is pretty much the entire thing. The AltStore is basically a secondary app store where you are going to download your other emulators. So I have the link in the video description. Pretty easy. Once you get it, just go to the website, click download. It's going to come in a zip file. You're just going to want to unzip it. Unzip it to your desktop. Once it's unzipped, just go ahead and open it, and then you are going to run the exe file that is in there. As you can see, I've already done this, so I actually just get to just close it down. But for you, just go through, accept all the defaults, and it should be good. Now that we have the AltStore installed, we can see that by clicking our system tray and finding the diamond shape that is now a part of our system tray. Next, we are going to open iTunes and hook up our phone. Now, a good check right now would be to make sure that you have iCloud installed. The App Store does like to authenticate through iCloud, so if you are getting any errors for the AltStore popping up, make sure to check if you have the iCloud store or the iCloud app installed. That's mostly for Windows. If Mac, that'll probably come default installed. But once you click on the diamond and hit install, once your phone is plugged in, you will see your phone there. And like I said, you will get a prompt for your iCloud. Once everything is entered, I'm not going to show you mine, but once everything is entered, you will get that message there, and the AltStore is now installed. Now that the App Store is installed, we're going to try to open it, but this isn't going to work, so you're going to have to go to Settings, and then to General, and then scroll down to Device Management. Click on your name, click on Trust, and let that trust. So that's just authenticating the App Store for your phone. So then head back to the App Store and open it up. Once you open it up, you're going to allow all these app defaults. So let those go, and look at that. Now you have an AltStore. And now at this point, we are going to install our first emulator, which is Provenance. The link is going to be in the description again. Just go ahead and grab that. Put that in your phone. It's going to be from iOS Ninja. It's a .ipa, so you're going to want to download this into the Files app. Now, by default, it will go into Files. Now, you're going to want to get comfortable with the Files app because we're going to be doing a lot of work in here. Just transferring and copying files. I even made a mistake at one point, I'll point out. But for now, make sure you're comfortable with files. You have an iCloud drive and an on my iPhone drive. So get comfortable with that. Our first part we're going to load is the Provenance IPA into the AltStore. Once you are back in the AltStore, you're going to hit the plus button on the top left-hand corner, and then you can see that, again, we went back into the iCloud drive, and then the Provenance IPA, you just want to click on it and load it. And then Keep App Extension, you're going to click, and then you're going to want to sign in with your Apple ID again. Now you have to use the same Apple ID you used the first time. I'm not going to show you mine, but I put mine in there, and the app will now start loading. The app shouldn't take very long to load, but let it load here, and once it's done, you will see that it is now on your home screen. And you now have a PlayStation 1 emulator. But now an emulator is nothing without a BIOS, so we have to use the third link in our description. Once you have that third link loaded, you are just going to scroll down till you see downloads, and just download this zip file. Once the BIOS is unzipped, you're going to want to go into the file folder, and then you're going to want to copy the com.provenance folder, and then you're going to want to head back to the On My iPhone, and then you want to go into the Provenance folder, and then just paste that there. This is where the mistake was made. Provenance actually wants you to load a game first, or try to load a game first before you do this. I don't know why, but this is the only workaround I found for it. But what we're going to do is we're going to load a game first. So this is where our fourth link description is going to come in. Just go ahead and load that. That's going to take you to a third website, and we're going to download our first PlayStation 1 game. Once you're in the site, you're just going to go to the vault, and then you're going to go to PlayStation, and then I just went to a random game. I just picked Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, so you just scroll down, pick Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, and then there's another download button here, and then just let that download. These are very big files, so I sped this up pretty quick. This took me over 30 minutes, so just let this download. And then once the download is complete, we are going to open the game in the emulator. So you're going to want to go back to the main screen and open Provenance, and then top right corner, there's a plus button, cloud and local files, and then go back to iCloud Drive, and then in your downloads will be the TonyHawk.7zip file. And you're just going to want to load this one in. This is going to take another couple minutes to extract. But once it's done, sometimes you might get an error like this, but this only happens to some games. So click on Let's Go Fix It, and then click on the game, and then make sure you click on the PlayStation there, and then done, and then try to load your game. But sadly, this is where I got the error here. So I'm going to show you how to fix it. So in Files, we're going to go back to the Provenance app, so get that loaded, and then you're going to go into your BIOS file, and then select these 3 files, and then copy them, and then you're just going to move it one file over to the BIOS, and then directly into the com.provenance empty file that's there. Just paste them there, go back to Provenance, open the game, and Tony Hawk should load. And that's it, guys. You have your first PlayStation 1 game on your iPhone. Now, there are different apps and different load-ins that you can find that will bring you your Game Boy Advanced or your Nintendo 64 emulator. I might make another video for one of those, but for now, enjoy this one. Play as many PlayStation 1 games as you can. This also can be hooked up via wireless Bluetooth controller. I'll show you how to do that right now. So what you have to do is head back to the main screen, and obviously make sure you have your controller with you, but head back to the main screen, and then you want to go to Settings, and then Bluetooth, and then what you want to do is you want to hold the middle button and the left top button at the same time until the blue light on the top starts flashing. Once it starts flashing, it is in paired mode. So then you can head over to your phone It should show up, and then just click on the wireless Bluetooth controller and you are good to go. Now you can open up Provenance again, start playing any game with your controller.
That's for the loser that you are, Patrick.